Hi, I'm Jordan Long, and today I'm going to talk about this one thing, about folks that always, okay. So today I'm going to talk about, I don't know. Alright, so there are many things on YouTube that one would be frightened of. Well, not the FTC thing, because that's probably one of them. Not the, oh, well, if you're a mate, you might lose some income, Anyway, it is what it is. Aw, my neck. Anyway, so, yeah. Ownership over films. Now, there's a thing called fair work or fair doings. Depends where you live. But what this means is that it's alright to work with that work as long as you have made many shifts in cleaning to the work to shift its true meaning of what it was. Now, a lot of folks out there there are some folklore behind it and some truths. Now, some folks would believe that apparently some folks out there, they know what they're doing, or I guess they believe they know what they're doing. And you're always seeing folks where they talk about things. It might be a farcier show, might be a film or a play, some song show, some song film, maybe it's a stream game, and they believe they've done enough to it where it shifted its meaning of what it was. But sometimes YouTube or someone out there, says, "Oh, I don't think that you done enough to make it fair dealings or fair work." Keep in mind, it's not YouTube that makes that pick. It's a law lord or a law lady that would make the pick if a work was fair dealings or fair doings or not. Not YouTube. Now, unlike the followership oversight where there's a warning and then there are free strikes, well, with ownership law, it's still the same way it is. You still got the free strikes and you're gone. And that is more frightening than followership oversight. I don't know how things are, but that's why I don't put anything in my films if I cannot help it. That's why there's no songs, no films, no farcier show, no plays, no song films, no stream game. First, I don't have any tools that would actually could film any of that. And two, it's so smooth and so foreign to get yourself in a hang-up. Gizmo could come in and say, "You didn't do enough to my work, enough to Gremlins and Gremlins 2 to make it fair dealing or fair work. So I say you unlooked my ownership of my film." Ah, shit. And you gotta take that film down, or we're gonna make a lawful fight out of it. And keep in mind, Gremlins is owned by Warner Brothers, that is also owned by Warner Media, that is owned by AT&T, and on so and on so. And whoever wrote the books. And, yeah. And when you're and another sad thing is, you're not going to know how to counter it. You're not going to know how to fight this. You're not going to know what you need to put down in the forums when, in the whiffs. When you're writing out to YouTube how you think it was a mistake and asking someone to take their to take their word off, to to take their take their ownership deed off of it. You're not going to know. And let's say you go through and it's going to be your word fight their word, and YouTube can't get involved in this at this point. It would be some law lord or some law lady if it went to a lawful thing, And under law, YouTube, of course, folks say, how YouTube fucked up when it went to one law, but under law, they have to do whatever the owner or the lawman or lawwoman told them to do. Because they already gotten in a bind with one law, why they want to get in a bind with another one? And it's not really up to YouTube to make the pick if it's fair work or fair doings or not. It's up to some law lord or some law lady out there. Anyway, so that's the way it goes. So most likely it would be like, well, Gizmo, it's only you and you're a doll, and I don't see any films anywhere, no songs or no stream games, and no plays or films going on. So how could you say it was your work? I guess you're right. I'm only a doll. I don't see anything else in this film that's mine, so I guess I made a mistake. Yeah, sure. That's why I don't do anything. So you don't get yourself in that bind. And I know there's some filmmakers out there, some crafters out there, that's boring. They want to work with shit, but anytime you work with something, you're always going to be in a bind with someone who either A, doesn't like you working with their work, B, doesn't think you did enough to make it fair work or fair doings, or C, just wants to be a jerk. So anyway, that's why I'm frightened of ownership law, probably more than anything else, because it's more smooth to get yourself in a hang-up with that. Alright? Than it is with anything else. And that is one stead on YouTube I've always been in good standing with. I have never gotten on the wrong side or bad standing with anyone when it came to ownership over a film, a farsi or show, or a play, or a drawing film, or a song film, or a streaming game, or anything else that is owned by someone else. So it is what it is. So, yeah. That's how it goes. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you all later.